Okay, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over Re Dai Kan. So I had a question that somebody is specifically struggling with getting Re Dai Kan. So one of the exercises that I give is called Rounded Mountain, and you play Re, then the Otsu, then Kan, and then Dai Kan, and then back down. If you're interested in learning more about some of those exercises, check out our membership. That video is in the Shoden series. But I want to give a tip for Re Dai Kan. So there is two ways to play it actually, and the way that I've always played it and the way that I like to do it is I like to do it just as with the Re fingering and just tightening the embouchure and just playing that note up there, getting that Re Dai Kan note. That's how I do it, and it works well for me, and that's fine. So let's just first talk about that and what are some tips with that. The things that you don't want to do, because again, a lot of times when we're struggling with something, it's something that we're doing that's getting in the way. It's not something that we should be doing in order to get the note. So for example, one of the things that can happen is we can push that flute into the face. Well, it's not going to happen then, because you're tightening up the embouchure, the lips are becoming too close to the utaguchi, and then the sound is not going to come out. So actually feel like the flute is being pulled away. And then, the flute can come up, right? Just like that. So next thing is that we don't want to just overblow the note. We don't want just to push really hard to try to get that sound to come out, right? We can't just overblow. Right? Like that works, but one of the things that's problematic about that is that the pitch will actually become quite sharp, and in addition to that, it will also become very airy and shrill. So we don't want to do that. It's all with the embouchure, just tightening the embouchure, and I like to do it from the lower lip going up and out. That's the way that I think about this note and how it comes. Now, let's say you do those things, and yeah, the Re is coming out, but it's not always so consistent, and you need some sort of trick or some sort of tip to just pop it up and let it go into that next phrase or that next octave. What you can do, simply crack open the fourth hole just a little bit. And then that should help get that note to come out as well. And that's a very easy and consistent way of getting that Re Dai Kan out if you are struggling with it. Now, the downside that I sort of see of that, using that little trick, is that I do see sometimes the tone getting removed a little bit from the instrument. So we don't get as much depth from the instrument as we would like to have. But other than that, I think that those are my little tips and tricks for Re Dai Kan. I hope that was helpful. If you're interested in more lessons, check out that membership, write a comment, like, subscribe, the full deal. So see you guys next time for another Shakuhachi lesson.